Welcome to another video from my channel. And by the way, I changed the name of my channel to Manchester, or actually Man United 90. Almost forgot the name of my own channel. So yes, welcome to another video from my channel, Man United 90. On this channel, I will be talking a lot about Manchester United and the season ahead. Obviously, as you all know, if you're all Manchester United fans, we have great expectations this year from our club, with obviously the signings of Rafael Varane and Jadon Sancho. So hopefully, a lot to look forward to this year, in terms of where we expect ourselves. Definitely, I think without a doubt. We were second last year, so we have to be going for the title this year. Even though we were second last year, I don't think at any point last season, to be very realistic, any one of us expected to win the league. I know 21 Adam Mckola from Stretford Paddock kind of started a trend about 21 is coming, and it was a little far fetched, but it was, we were top of the table for quite some time. I think 2 or 3 weeks to be exact. But excuse me, I personally never. Just give me a second. I think I'm just gonna grab a water bottle real quick. Sorry about that. It's funny. I just didn't want to stop my video and I have to do all the edits because I really want to post this video tonight. Because this is Friday night in the US. The match against Southampton is Sunday morning 9 a.m. So I don't want to wait any longer and post this video as soon as possible. Just because my last video, the preview I did for the last match versus Leeds, I think I posted a video just the night before the match, and I wasn't able to get a lot of views for it, for the pre-match review and the post-match preview and the review of the matches. Hopefully, a lot of you guys can watch this video, subscribe, like, share, all the shenanigans of YouTube, which I'm trying to get a hold of. Anyway, coming back to Manchester United. So yeah, last season, none of us really expected or anticipated for United to win the league. This year, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I think United are within a great shout for the league. They can go for it. If we can definitely win our next couple of matches before the international break, Southampton and then Wolves, and I think all of our matches in September, because October is the month where we play Spurs, Everton, City, I forget, Chelsea or Liverpool, but it's going to be a tough month in October, and if we can go into that month without a defeat, that'd be amazing. That'd be really good. So I want this video is actually a preview versus Southampton, which is an away match. So it's Southampton versus Manchester United, and I was listening to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's pre-match conference, and I think almost everyone is available. He did mention that Edison Cavani is available and that he was never injured. He was just given an extra time off, nothing to do with his body, like he mentioned. It's something personal. So Cavani has been back, I suspect full training. So he could start. He could be in the starting lineup, even though Mason Greenwood scored. So that's kind of, I'm not really sure if Greenwood plays or Cavani plays, and I'll share my starting lineup with you guys in this video as well. But apart from that, He mentioned, someone asked any incomings or outgoings, but obviously nothing this week about any transfers. I know he were linked with Anders Herrera from BSG to make a comeback. Not gonna happen. What else? Lewandowski apparently has said that he wants a new challenge, and all of a sudden he was linked with United and City. Not gonna happen. I still suspect actually United to go all in for Erling Haaland next season, and hopefully if Kane can. Well, it's funny I'm saying hopefully Kane goes to City, but if Kane doesn't go to City, then our chances to get Haaland next season, they go down. So it's a bit of a weird scenario where do we want City to compete with us for Haaland? Because if money becomes an issue, then City can outbid us very easily. At least I think so. I don't think we'd have, or we'd spend, or United will spend 100 million on a single player, and City has already done that on Jack Grealish, and they will, and their bid for Harry Kane has been more than that. I think around 130 or 125 million pounds, if I'm not correct. If I'm correct, I don't know. We'll see. That's for the future. This is for now. We have a good striker, a great striker in Edinson Cavani, one of the world's best strikers, one of the best youngest talent in the world, I think, Mason Greenwood. We have that as well. So let's look at the present right now, and the players that we have, I think, are next to none in the league. Our defense, as I said before in my previous videos, please go watch them. I think my first couple of videos were regarding our signings. My first video was a rant against someone from Talksport who was talking shit against Rafael Varane. Watch that. I explained against all. I attacked all his negative points against Rafael Varane. So I'll give that a watch as well. Right. So coming back to Ole's pre-match conference, he basically said that he talked about two players that I picked on. Garner, that he expects to go on loan, and I think that'd be great for Garner. Great expectations for him. I know there's been a situation with his contract, but I think that'll be resolved soon, if it hasn't already. Cavani, I mentioned, is back. Varane has been training, and Amad Diallo. I think he said that Ole would like to have him in the team, because he's on the cusp of being one of the squad members that travel for each match. I think he played in the matches that he played last season. He showed glimpses of a player that that's ready. I think I rate him above Daniel James, to be honest. But we'll see. If he goes on loan, Ahmad, I hope he goes to a Premier League team, and hopefully a top 10 Premier League team, and that'll be a really good experience for him. Anyway, by the way, it's just a tidbit because I have my notes open, and the things I wanted to talk about before going into the starting 11 was United did play a behind closed doors match against Burnley, which United won 3-1. Martial, Fred and Lingard scored. Jay Modi from against Stretford Paddock. I'll share a link of their channel in the description. Obviously, if you guys haven't still subscribed, go subscribe them. They're a great channel. I watch them regularly, and I get a lot of my information of Manchester United from that channel. So go subscribe. Links in the description. Jay Modi from Stretford Paddock was in the stadium, and I think he released the videos as well of a couple of goals from the match. So that's all of the bit of pre-match news that I wanted to talk about. Now I'll just share my starting 11, and I think if you guys can see it, either this over here or probably over here. I think it's over. Well, I'll edit it out and you'll see the left or right. But my starting lineup is obviously David De Gea to start, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw. Um on the other hand, obviously, Aaron and Bissaka is on the right, but I'm really torn between Lindelof and Rafa Varane, and genuinely so, because I know in the long term, Maguire and Varane, as we all expect, are the ones that should be a defensive partnership. At the same time, you can't just ignore Lindelof's performance against Leeds. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it, really. And plus, on top of it, there was an assist, a brilliant assist for Bruno Fernandes. So it will be really harsh for Ole to just start Varane. And again, unless you're winning 4-0, I don't think. Excuse me. I don't think. I've never seen Ole make a defensive centre back substitution unless it's absolutely required. My point is, I don't think Ole will give Varane minutes on the substitute as a substitute just for the sake of minutes. I think he would rather make substitution in the attack or in the midfield. So if he was comfortable giving Rafa Varane minutes as a substitute, then I think Lindelof starts and Varane comes off a bench. But I don't think he will do, if it's a close match, and there's no chance that he's gonna make a substitution against a centre back. So that's that. I mean, I personally think Varane should start, only because listen, Maguire and Varane need to gel on, so that's necessary. They need to spend minutes together as soon as possible, as quickly as possible. Secondly, look, international break is coming, and if Varane doesn't play for United and gets picked up by France, and then all of a sudden he's thrown into the first team for France, and next thing you know, he picks up an injury just because he wasn't ready or he hasn't spent many minutes on the pitch. So that's, I think, something to look at, and just because of those reasons and looking at long term, I would think Varane should start. It is terribly harsh on Lindelof, but as a top team, you have to make those decisions, and for me, I think Varane should absolutely start. But obviously, I've put in Lindelof as well because I just don't think Ole would do that. He might just go with Lindelof, and no one can blame him too. Moving on towards our midfield, I think it's going to be Fred and McTominay, just because Ole loves both of them. And to be honest, if we are going by last match against Leeds, they both had excellent game. Had an excellent game. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Fred was, didn't put a foot wrong. I think McTominay had an amazing game. So I think they both start. Obviously, the first name on our starting 11 is Bruno Fernandes, so he starts. And with him, I think Pogba starts as well. And the reason for Pogba to start is because if Southampton get really defensive, which it's a question because we're playing at St. Mary's, right? So it's their home ground. I don't think they will start off as a defensive team, but let's say they score a goal, then absolutely they'll create a low block and be really defensive, and in that sense we would definitely need Pogba and Bruno on the pitch, because having just one of those players, Southampton might just man mark them. If you man mark Bruno, he's like last season, the teams that were man marking Bruno was having a hard time breaking out of that man marking. So I think both of those players need to be on the pitch in case that happens. So if one is man marked, the other can sort of break those defenses. So that's Pogba and Bruno. Pogba on the left, Bruno in the middle. On the right, I think Jadon Sancho starts. Just because, again, on any given day he starts, and I think Southampton is that any given day. He has had good amount of training. He also had some minutes in his tank against Burnley in the behind closed doors match. So I think if Daniel James plays, a lot of fans might question that. Not against Ole. I mean, Ole, obviously, we support him, whatever he does, he knows best. But at this point, we expect Sancho to start, and I think he will. On the front, I mean, I don't know why I have Cavani. I think that's just because that's just wishful thinking. But Mason Greenwood again had an amazing game last time around against. I mean, every single player, maybe apart from De Gea, had an amazing game last time around against Leeds. So Mason Greenwood was is no different. But there have been a lot of talks that he's improved a lot. His game, his reading of the game has improved a lot. So I mean, I do think Greenwood starts and Cavani wouldn't be thrown into the starting 11 from the get go. And I think I mentioned that even in my last pre-match video against Leeds, that even if Cavani was available, he wouldn't still start this match against Southampton. So just ignore that 7 on the front. I think Mason Greenwood definitely starts this match. I don't think Martial would start. I think Adam Mckola had Martial not on the front but towards the left. I think a 4-3-3 formation that he had. I'll put a link of his separate channel as well in the description. Subscribe him. He's a great guy. I love any video that he's involved in. He's involved in a lot of projects. His own channel, Stretford Paddock, and there's one other channel that he's involved in. I forget the name. I'm sorry. The Kickoff. Yeah, I think it's the Kickoff. I think it's that channel is usually on Twitch. They don't do live streams on YouTube. I think that's why, because I don't get to watch a lot of their videos. Most of their videos on YouTube are reaction videos. So I think it's the Kickoff that I only watch the ones where Mckola is in, and I don't really give a damn about other videos because I care about Man United and not other channels. But that's that. I'll put a link again of Adam Mckola's channel and Stretford Paddock, who do a great job for as a United fan channel. Jay Morris, Steven Housen, Joe Smith, can't forget him, and everyone else who's involved. I love watching their videos, so please subscribe to them as well. And if you do, please subscribe to my channel as well. I'm only just starting. I love talking about soccer, and particularly Manchester United, who I'm a big fan of. Great things to come hopefully this season for Man United, and we can challenge for the league. But hopefully we can get a result on Sunday. My prediction is 3-1. 3-1, yeah. Obviously for a Man United win, 3-1. And win or lose, I'll do a post-match analysis of the video as well. If you like my video, again, please subscribe, like, and share. That would be very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you until the next one. Take care. Bye.